Almost 2 months ago, I had made a prediction that by the 17th of April we would understand that the COVID-19 virus was not something that we needed to be so scared of. I had said that our fear related to this problem will reduce substantially from the night of the 17th of April. I think it is clear in the last 10-15 days that we have understood that this is a highly infectious but not a highly fatal virus. The WHO had said that 30 lakh people would die in India as a result of this COVID-19 virus. 1,300 people have died so far. Now 1,300 is also a very large number, but it is a lot less than 30 lakh. We have understood that this is contagious but not fatal. Now I want to make another point. At the time when I had made this prediction about the COVID-19 virus in India, there was no talk of any lockdown in India. Nobody knew of the concept of a lockdown. The lockdown has just been extended. That doesn't influence or impact my prediction in any way. That is merely an administrative decision being taken by the government to deal with this problem. This does not show that the problem is getting bigger. It does not show that the problem is becoming more lethal. This is a move that is being taken to contain the spread of the problem. But the problem itself is not a fatal one. It's not what it was being made out to be. It's not as dangerous, it's not as deadly, it's not as fatal as we were told it was going to be, or how it has proved to be in the rest of the world. About 3% of the people infected with this virus have died. Now, 3% is also a very large number. 1,300 people have died in India. But 1,300 people is a lot less than the 30 lakh people that the World Health Organization predicted would die in India as a result of this COVID-19 virus. So, this administrative decision that has been taken is to contain the spread of a contagious disease, but we are clear that it is not as fatal a disease as we were told it was going to be. We are done with the initial crisis. We now know that the COVID-19 virus is infectious, but it's not deadly. But how long will it last? Well, it would appear that the COVID-19 virus is now here to stay, that it's going to be a part of our lives moving forward. But let's look at it astrologically. I had told you right at the start in my earlier video that this problem was caused by Mercury, which is a planet that's not favorable for India. India is running the Pratyantar Dasha of Mercury, and that is why this problem has come into our lives right now. Now, within the Pratyantar Dasha of Mercury, from the 17th of April, we ran the Sukshma Dasha of Venus. Now, the Sukshma Dasha is a finer classification of the Vimshotri Dasha, and Venus is a planet that is very favorable for India, which is why I had said that from the night of the 17th of April, we will start understanding that this problem is not as serious as we have been told it is. I had said in the video that I had made almost 2 months ago that during this period, closer to the 17th or 18th of April, we will start finding solutions for this problem. We will start finding the medicines that will have an impact upon this virus. Look at the hundreds and thousands of people around the world that have been cured. Almost 11,000 people have been cured in India. It's obvious that we are doing something right. It's obvious that the medical protocol that is being followed is giving some kind of results in India and in the rest of the world. There are a number of drugs that are being investigated right now. I'm not a medical doctor, so I can't comment on that. But it would appear that there is very positive movement on that front. That there is a lot of hope that some sort of medicine, some sort of vaccine, some sort of solution will be discovered and identified and accepted for this virus in the very near future. So as I had said, we are heading in the right direction. We're doing all the right things. The planets are guiding us in the right manner. The Pratyantar Dasha of Mercury is going to run for India till the 1st of June 2020. That's when we are going to see the worst form of this problem in our country. I've also mentioned in my earlier video that Ketu is a planet that's not very favorable for India. The Pratyantar Dasha that's going to follow that of Mercury is of Ketu. So this is also going to be a period that's going to be slightly troublesome for India. The worst has passed. I assure you there is nothing to be scared of. It's not that this is going to result in lakhs of deaths in the country or the country is going to come to its knees as a result of the COVID-19 crisis. Medically, we are on top. We have figured out that we are winning this battle. There are a number of drugs that are being developed. We have also understood that the number of deaths related to this crisis are very low, and we figured out the best way to handle it. The Pratyanta Dasha of Ketu is also going to be a difficult phase for us medically. Not as bad as Mercury, but not a great phase either. And this is running for India till the 5th of July. After the Pratyanta Dasha of Ketu, we are going to be running the Pratyanta Dasha of Venus. Venus is a very powerful planet for India. It's a very favorable planet for India. Therefore, this is the period where we are going to gain a tremendous amount of strength in our fight against the COVID-19 virus. I'm not saying it's going away forever, but I'm definitely saying that we are going to gain a tremendous amount of strength, and we will realize that this is just another virus that we have to live with, like the flu is for India and for the rest of the world. Only after the 10th of October 2020 will we finally gain victory over this problem. I've told you that from the 17th of April, we've started gaining a lot of strength. We've lost the fear related to this problem. We've understood that it's not something that's going to completely decimate India. In the Pratyanta Dasha of Ketu, we will gain, we will make progress, but the problem will continue. In the Pratyanta Dasha of Venus, which is going to run from the 5th of July till the 10th of October 2020, we are going to gain more and more strength. And it is during this period, and by the end of this Pratyanta Dasha of Venus, that we will finally gain victory over this COVID-19 virus, and we can start living our lives in a normal manner again. Well, now that we've opened up the lockdown in many parts of India, it's probable that the number of cases are going to rise, but that really doesn't matter, because we have figured out how to deal with this problem. We've figured out that it's not fatal. We've figured out the medicines that are required to cure this problem. Almost 11,000 people have been cured in India. Lakhs of people have been cured around the world. So there's something that we are doing that is right as far as the medical protocols related to this problem are concerned. Please follow the rules that are being laid down during this easing off of the lockdown period. Please do what is required to stay healthy, to ensure that this problem doesn't spread in a very dramatic manner. Even if it does spread, and it is, the number of cases are going to rise, it's not a problem because we have the solution worked out. In the long run, I think the COVID-19 virus is not going to be a killer virus for India. It is not going to be one of those problems that is going to decimate this country. We have figured out the solution. We have figured out the way forward, and we are doing everything right to ensure that we are able to gain complete control over it. Now, India has functioned very differently from the West. If you look at America and Europe, the COVID-19 virus has killed so many more people. It has caused so much more mayhem. We have been protected because of our planets. It is our planets that have shown the administration the right steps to take. It is the planets that have shown the right path to follow at any given point in time. And it is the same planets that have protected us up to this point that are going to ensure that we are able to come out of this problem in the very near future without any major destruction caused to our health, to our country, and to our people. In the meantime, India, please follow the rules, follow the restrictions. Breaking the rules doesn't make you a clever person. It doesn't make you intelligent. It doesn't make you brave. It makes you stupid, and it makes you dangerous, not just for yourself, but for all of our country.